Okay.
Please give a big round of applause, guys. Now, I would like to take the opportunity to introduce our second guest, Mr. Ajay Bhatt. He is working as Global President HR in TUS Pharmaceuticals. Having done graduation and post-graduation from the MS University of Baroda, he has earned a priceless experience of leading and driving change in top global and Indian MNCs like Abbott, Torrent Pharmaceuticals, Zydus Group, and Sun Pharma in India, Europe, Singapore, Latin America, Russia, and China. He is a renowned HR leader with an exceptional track record of 3 decades. He has immensely contributed in the field of developing and delivering change management programs, including talent strategy, sales force transformation, green field setups, strategic employee relation management, organization restructuring, and downsizing. Sir, I please welcome you on stage. I request Mr. Prahlad Joshi from Crown HR Services to welcome sir with a bouquet. So this session is all about reverse mentoring, and I know that this is quite a new concept for all of us. So I would later request sir to throw some light on this topic. But before that, we would like to have the millennials for this session. That is Ms. Neha Wadhwani. Please welcome on stage. Ms. Preksha Pandya, Mr. Vijendra Kadve, and Ms. Neela Bravel. Please give a big round of applause, guys. Guys, please take your seats. Now I request Mr. Ajay Bhatt to enlighten us about what reverse mentoring basically is, and then we shall proceed with the session. Sir, please welcome.
Thank you. I'm sure you can hear me. Because I can also hear my own voice very clearly. So I'm sure there are a lot of our friends still having some good time, and I hope you will ever not rush to come and join here. You had your food? Yes. Very good. Thank you. So when this particular event was being designed, the committee was discussing with us and Sandeep in terms of how can we add value and how can we contribute to each of the co-professionals, each of you during the session. And we thought that since we both are going to come after lunch, it will be very difficult for us to all keep you all of you awake, correct? So that was the challenge that we were told by organizers that you ensure that none of them go to sleep. And the second challenge was that before us there were great, very good orators. You have heard them in morning. So for me and Sandeep, it was very challenging to design something which is going to be very interesting and yet gives some amount of knowledge to you. So we came up with this beautiful idea called reverse mentoring. I'm sure you are aware about what mentoring is, correct? Mentoring is where in an organization, very structured manner, we identify what are the needs of particular talent. Different methods of identifying needs are put. Okay. And once is there, we attach a mentor to the talent. And between the talent and the mentor, there is a contract which lasts for 6 to 9 months, depending on the kind of mentoring to be done. And there are some guardrails in mentoring relationship that the mentee would not use this particular relationship to do 1, 2, 3, 4. The mentor would not do 1, 2, 3, 4. Essentially, it's a relationship where, through an experience of a mentor and through his wisdom, he coaches and guides upcoming bright talent to accelerate their career further. Okay, so that's the mentoring. Where people like us become mentor and then we guide people like young talents like them in terms of how to accelerate their career. Fantastic. Part is solved. Reverse mentoring is reverse. Excellent talent like them would mentor people like me and Sandeep, correct? Because we two are like people who are looking into the rear view mirror and telling you what to drive in the car going forward, correct? When we stand up here and share with you the wisdom, it is based on our experience which is in past, correct? But then each of you who's sitting here as HR professionals in future or right now are dealing with Gen Z, Millennium, Gen Y, correct? Your workforce is different. Your workforce of future will be different. You do not, the way your workforce connect is through digital technology and disruptions. My workforce were talking to each other by writing letters. Okay, that's how I started here. Sandeep is my senior. He would have started possibly in much more difficult space than what I started. When I started working, the printer with the daisy wheel got invented, and then we had computers, and then we are into digital technology now. So that is what it is. So many of the things which we would tell would be based on looking into real memory and telling you guys how to drive forward, which is absurd, correct? It may not work. And so this particular session is to get people like you who are practicing, but they would be sharing their own experiences. Of course, Sandeep would have some questions to them, and I would have some questions to them. And they would be ready with some kind of their own versions of what is working for them, what challenges they are seeing while working with the younger workforce, the newer workforce, but what are they doing to engage them better, to make them productive faster, to onboard them better. So that's the sharing we are going to do, and I'm sure many of you would have some similar experiences. So maybe at some point of time we would also go around inside and let you also share some of the snippets. So that's the kind of game plan we have. Are you okay with that? Okay. Anybody's going to go to sleep? Doesn't look like. Thank you. All right. So Sandeep, would you like to start asking questions, or do you want me to put up the first one and then you can do it? Okay. So who is the youngest of you? Okay. Have you been able to introduce yourself in the group? Not yet. Quick round of introduction: name, organization, level at which, what number of years?
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Vijendra Gadve. I did my Masters in Social Work from Faculty of Social Work, MSU. And at present, I am working as a Deputy Manager Industrial Relations with GSFC since last 6-7 years.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Neelam Rawat. Currently, I am associated with Big Basket as HR Baroda. Also, I am pursuing my PhD from MS University, Management Studies. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Neha Vatani and I am mostly called as impatient, eccentric, system buster and also emotionally disconnected but technologically connected 24/7, impatient, and a lot of such adjectives has been said to me, but yes, I come from me generation. I am a millennial born after 1980. Well, about my background, I am an MBA. I've done my MBA from Nirma University, Ahmedabad, and now I'm working in GSFC in HR department. I take care of the training, development, engagement activities, and any change initiatives. So that's all about me for now. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Preksha Pandya. Currently, I am working with Narmada Cleantech at Ankleshwar location as a head HR. I have, in my previous organizations and many other past experiences, lot of people may get that pet name from other colleagues. I have been given the name starting with the Mentos till the Universal Mother. Thank you.
Thanks for me. A warm good afternoon to all the leftovers. भाई कुर्सियाँ ज़्यादा हैं और आप लोग कम हैं, so you are all leftovers. This session more so for the millennials was born out of a very unique requirement. When Nishant and Hiren Bhai and others, Rajesh and others were trying to work upon the agenda for today, they kept on mentioning mentoring. Let us have some session on mentoring. And one of us, all of a sudden felt that let us have this session with those who are averse to mentoring. Hence reverse mentoring. You pick up any millennial and try to give some gyan to him or her, and there is a disconnect. You pick up a millennial and try to coach her or him, and there is a disconnect. Till such time Neha was mentioning about her unique abilities, people were fine with that. The moment she said I am in GSFC, half of those seated here started looking at me. I have nothing to do with that. Believe you me. When mobiles were introduced couple of decades ago, and when our family, our house was lucky enough to have its first ever possession of pride called a mobile, I was mentored, I was coached by that person who came to sell mobiles to my organization. How to switch it on, how to switch it off. It was not that touch screen generation then. And I went back home carrying my possession of pride, and I was giving gyan to my family members who were all collected around me. Well, this is an instrument which connects you, remaining disconnected. And all of a sudden my school going daughter said that leave that mobile, give it to me, right? You are technologically challenged. A 10-year-old within few minutes knew about how to decipher that mobile instead of me, who had taken a 2-hour session with the mobile service provider. These are the reasons why reverse mentoring is required. Most of us feel that we have been there, we have done that, we have walked a distance, we have scaled a mountain, and now we do not need anything more to know. Whoever is connected with me on mobile, or whoever would now try to Google out or search my number, you will not find my profile pic. Especially for this session, thinking that we have to interact with millennials, I tried my hands at a profile pic which would probably attract you people. And I read about all of you less, I look about all of you more. Because that is my way of trying to understand the millennial generation. A millennial writes less, a millennial conveys more through the profile pic. At times, three times in a day, a millennial changes his or her profile pic or the message or whatever. So we, baby boomers, me and Ajay, baby boomers, such a deviation that elders are known as baby boomers. Hello. And these persons are known as millennials. So when I or people of my generation, Ajay, the only time I felt bad was when he called me senior. Hello. Probably that is the only connect between baby boomers and the millennials. If your designation is not called out properly, you feel bad. If a millennial finds out that his or her batchmate has become deputy manager or senior manager, he or she feels bad. Same thing is with us also. So that's the only connect we have. Coming to the issue of reverse mentoring, which I call it as averse mentoring, because you are averse to mentoring. You don't need to be told. I only wish to describe this generation, and then probably Ajay can take over. The generation to which me and Ajay and some of the front benchers here, it's taken them 30 long years to migrate from being a last bencher to the front bencher. the generation to which we belong. If we were told something by our seniors or our elders, and we believe, if we were followed by a generation known as Generation Y or X? No connect? Generation X. The people belonging to this generation were told something and they tried to relate it by seeing also something and believed. This generation and all the ones seated from 4th and 5th row onwards. Something is told to you, it registers in your mind. You see something and try to collate कि ठीक है ये बोला गया था शायद सच होगा. It does not stop there. You are told something, you see something, and then you go for validation of Google. कि जो भी बुलाया गया है सच है या नहीं, जो भी बुलाया गया है वो सही है या नहीं. That is the generation that describes you. So this session probably I am hopeful that may also carry lessons for baby boomers. It's not about how we treat you, it's all about how you wish to be treated, and those would be the lessons for us. And the generation following this generation would be: you hear, you register. You see, you register, and to some extent believe. You hear, you see, you Google out and validate. Thereafter, the generation after this generation would also go for an opinion poll. कि भी ऐसा ऐसा सुनने में आया है, देखने में आया है, Google ये बोलता है, सही क्या है? That's a huge challenge lying in front of baby boomers and Generation X in how to mentor you, how to handle you people, how to facilitate your existence, how to make your existence meaningful for the organization and you in particular. Ajay, over to you.
Well, thank you so much for setting the context. And how many of you are sitting in the crowd still consider yourself as baby boomers? Okay, very less. Good. Gen X? Gen X, thank you. Gen Y, Gen Z, Millennial? How many? Nobody? Gen Y? People born after 1970? Okay. People born after 1975. People born after 1980. Okay, fantastic. So this session is for you, okay? And they are your representatives here. And I know you guys have prepared a hell lot. Okay? But here's the challenge. I'm not going to let you speak what you prepared. So how do you feel when I'm not going to let you speak what you prepared? First, you prepared a lot, correct? Who has prepared the most? No? Okay.
Not kind of prepared, but yeah, we did some kind of research.
So I'm not going to let you speak anything which you prepared. What's your response to that? You like it?
We are ready for the
Very
challenge.
challenging job, so it's okay.
They're so nice, na? Very challenging. They're saying. I'm saying I'm not going to let you speak what you prepared. This is a very nice way of challenging. Why are you being so diplomatic about it? I mean, you have possibly in the Jain way saying, what? I prepared for it for last 2 hours. Now you're standing here and telling me that you're not going to let me speak what you prepared. Come on. Sure. Okay. Fine. Why don't you tell us what did you prepare for this? So let me have a question for you. Since you describe yourself as what? Eccentric? Then?
Impatient,
Impatient?
technologically connected,
Technology
socially disconnected. That's how millennials are called.
Correct. So are you or not?
See, I think we are being misjudged. So that's how it's a picture which you have in your mind, but the thing is not exactly like that. So.
Why you are being misjudged? Why do you feel you are being misjudged?
See, I think our generation has a very different way of thinking. We are very creative people. So, and we have a very different set of needs. It's based on the parenting what we have received. Like as an example, when we talk about we need everything instantly. Okay, so we need everything like instant gratification. So even in organizations, when I relate to, there are times when we always want feedback. We want constant feedback. The frequency is high. We want a lot of recognition, and that also fast. So we just don't understand that why is there such a long cycle of review after an year when things change completely. So we want it. We would love if it is always on a monthly basis. To such kind of constant feedbacks, a lot of conversations, and also recognition is also instant rather than waiting for a one complete year. That's one. We would love if this appreciation is in form of social media, so we can actually showcase in the social media that yes, I received this. And as per the ma'am said earlier in today's session, if we have this recognition in form of experience, we would love to share it that I got a gym membership from my office and I will share in my social media. I think this is not only a kind of an attraction and retention policy for the organization, but also this is how I am. I love these things. I love experiences. I love being mentor. I want somebody who can, whom I can share my challenges, the things I'm facing in the organization with the person I trust. So these are things which make us how we are. And why this is so? So if you talk about psychology point of view, we say we come from nuclear families. We don't have extended families much these days. And now we don't have so many mentors. So we expect these mentors to be at our organization. So I think that's how it is, right?
Thank you. Just a minute. So, how many of you agree with the answer? If you agree, you can clap. The more the clap, the better she can answer. Yeah. Maybe instant recognition. She said we want instant recognition. Thank you very much. Good answer. Good. Now, based on our answer, you have an experience of managing such kind of difficult people, correct? She agreed with it. You said your name is mother to this generation, correct?
I was being given name starting with Mentos, Dimag ki batti jala de.
Acha, okay. So how would you deal with this kind of
Universal mother.
Very good.
Now my current organization, our MD calls me as a universal mother.
Good. So universal mother, please tell us how will you deal with this universal
What she said is
daughter?
what she said is right. This generation needs instant gratification, support, and pampering. They just don't want the bosses; they want the friends. In fact, so as a HR person, I introduced in my organization on the line, production line, giving instant smileys. So they have the selfies and they put on the Facebook, and as she rightly said, they love to show it in social media. So this is the way we used to satisfy their needs. Of course, some of my experiences there, some requirements like some tailor-made requirements are there for the HR policies, which are not possible for us at this moment. But somewhere we are satisfying their needs in some other way.
Good, thank you. So how many of you would like to work with this universal mother? If you feel like, please clap for her. I would certainly go and work for her. Right? Proceed to fundamental. So learning from her, you also deserve it. So there are two things which came out, and maybe I'll let people from your group speak up if you like. Anyone would like to conclude what we learned here in these two transactions? Very quick, short recap. Any of the young generation? Anybody? No? If you don't volunteer, me and here have decided we are going to force volunteer people, and it goes to. She was not paying attention. She was actually on a WhatsApp saying what a boring session this is. Correct? No. Okay, so who want to try? Sure. Any volunteer? What did you hear? What is the message you are getting?
First of all, it would be appreciation for employees so that they can work in a very good atmosphere, and it would be a motivation factor for employees.
Good. Round of applause for her. you were talking to me about some challenges which you are having in terms of managing trans generation. My God, the word he used, actually, he was standing there saying, the challenge is managing trans generation, and my mind was going now, what number of generation, what is what? So, I couldn't hear much more what you said, but I liked what you were saying, but I don't know what you were saying. Okay? Very good, actually. So, why don't you just tell us what you were saying?
I was referring to the kind of there are organizations which may be new greenfield project, but the kind of organization I am working with and the challenges I am referring to is a transgenerational. Like Sir rightly referred before that we have X generation, Y generations, baby boomers, and the millennials working in the same organization. So the biggest challenge comes here when there is an experience versus the new generation, new talent, and the new qualification. So how that do we have anything to balance this when it comes to basically evaluating the performance and the rewards? Whether the performance will win or the experience will win or the new generation's new ideas will win. So do we have a parallel back in the organization or any other way of addressing these issues at the same organization level?
Anybody want to take this question? See, he has put a good question to you, and rather than me and Sandeep trying to answer this, or anybody in the group here, how do we, as HR professionals, your generation, not mine, I have very few years left, son, you are the unlucky one, not me. Okay. So how do you guys, as the professionals, are going to deal with this multi-generation gap, where people like me would still believe in this old pen and paper performance appraisal after 1 year, because I set my goals after 3 months and then evaluate after 1 year. Whereas people like her wants immediate feedback. So that is the spectrum you are going to deal on different HR processes. And your question is, how does the organization do it? So let's put the question out there to your co-professionals. Maybe you are going to decide who gives the best answer this time. Okay? So, and then we'll give a reward to them. You are the judge. Okay. Alright, so who among you wants to give this response in terms of how you as HR professionals are going to manage this multi-generation? So either I give or you take, not you. One chocolate enough. After 2-3 minutes, okay. You want to go ahead? Yes? No? Anybody else? You certainly would be having some experiences and thought about how I am going to, how many of you are working professionals in HR? 1, 2, 3, my God. So what are you guys doing? Doing WhatsApp whole day? Huh? Facebook? Twitter? Instagram? What else? No? Then you should be knowing this answer, no? Because you must be thinking about it, that these guys are going to go away next 4 or 5 years, I am going to be the Vice President, General Manager HR, and I am going to deal with this kind of multi-generation. Multi-generation talent. So how are you guys going to do it if you are not thinking about it? Seriously. This session is all about reverse mentoring, come on. You guys are going to tell us the response. Nobody? Was very valid question. Oh wow.
From the last time, he is definitely going to travel and stuff.
Thank you.
I think very good point raised by my friend and colleague. But question here is not the gap in the various generations. The question here is that whatever we are now putting ahead, like as an HR, are we following the same? Let's say when you are giving example of performance appraisal, where you set the goal at the 3 months and you want the evaluation at the end of the year, and the generation who is sitting there, they want immediate appreciation. We do have the processes of midterm review after 3 months. But tell me how many of us are actually adhering to that? And if we are not adhering to that, neither there is a quick appreciation, nor there is a quick feedback. So the question here is not of the generation gap, but as an HR, how do we collaborate to different generations? How do we collaborate and putting out the best process, HR process, and give the result to the organization? That is my opinion. Yeah.
What he was looking for is not your opinion, with all due respects. What he was looking for is a solution. So you are nearly there. So if you had to put up a performance appraisal process feedback for people like me and people like him, and in between somebody, what would you do?
Yeah, certainly I would put up a process wherein periodic review would be there. Let's say every 3 months there will be a review and there will be a feedback. So if the employee is performing well, there is a quick appreciation. Appreciation may not be in terms of financial appreciation or may not be in terms of reward, but of course in terms of the feedback to the employees. And of course you want at the end of the year the outcome of the appraisal, which will anyway it will happen at the end of the year. After periodic review of 3 months, at each 3 months it will happen. At the end of the year, the final outcome of the appraisal will come. So I will put a process. Every 3 months there will be a review, and as an HR we must monitor that there is a dialogue between the employee and the IS, immediate supervisor, and there is our responsibility that we make sure that there is a dialogue happened and there is a feedback received, and at the end of the year, on the basis of those feedback, whether employee has got the whatever, let's say after 3 months employee said that okay fine, I have set the goal, but I need see this training. So whether as an HR we have done some value addition to the process, that we need to also see.
Thank you very much. Answer was okay for you?
We should listen more answers.
Oh.
If people are there, so this response.
Alright, but he did make a good effort.
Yeah,
We have
definitely.
at least
Sure.
okay. Actually, you were supposed to have two, one from main member, but he's not very satisfied. But from my side, this is. Thank you very much. Yeah. See, typical this is a problem with this generation also. Huh? They are not out of applause.
So I just want to add one thing before we go to the next one. I think I've touched a very sensitive topic. So here by evaluation it was, and by feedback, it was not just the PMS cycle and the review, the annual review. It was also about the feedback, like how we are doing. This is something which is very essential for all the millennials, I feel. Is our goals aligned to the organization? Do we see a sense of purpose? What are we doing? Are we good at what are we doing? What are kind of weakness we have? Are my organization happy with what I am doing? So that kind of feedback is also very essential and very frequent. It gives us a sense of validation that yes, and it also gives us a sense of that we cannot be replaced. You know, that kind of feeling also comes because we have in our generation seen a lot of things being replaced. Say from Nokia to Samsung, a lot of such things. So we always want to be good enough. And we don't want that we can be replaced so easily. Thank you.
Thank you.
What I personally feel that
the generation gap is always there. See that if you see that way, I will see that there are 3 types of the revolution: industrial revolution, like the information revolution, and digital revolution. I'm not taking much time to explain all these things, but industrial revolution, people are working for Roti Kapta Makan. Information revolution, people are working for, there are the computerization, all these things comes, and then people are getting good salary. Young people are 5 years experience, people are having a 4-wheeler car, house, and all these things. But this millennial generation, that is called a digital revolution, which has happened. People are expecting that they don't want possible. They want challenging job. If the people are not doing the challenging job, they will leave it within 2 years, 3 years. They want something to learn more and this kind of thing. So they are very fast people. They don't want to be working in one department for a longer time. They want a change to learn something more. This kind of evaluation has come, and if you don't provide this kind of platform to them, then they will not remain with you. Either they will leave it and find out some other jobs and all. This is what I personally feel.
Thank you very much. Thanks. No, and actually you're right. That's what we are trying to understand by doing this reverse mentoring session. Sandeep, any comments on this till now? And then we move to the next.
Hello. Can I request the organizers to have a floating mic, more than one floating mics amongst the audience? 2-3 volunteers खड़े रह जाइए. this side people indeed feel left out, and we can't afford that feeling to get generated. I would, again, if it's fine with you, I would like to have a quick fire with the audience. Quick fire with the audience. How many of you, माइक वाले भैया कुछ गलती हो गई मेरे से? Okay. Audience, you have to listen to me carefully. This will be a quick fire round with each one of you. You have to either raise your hand or you don't have to raise your hand. Is that fine? Hello, is that fine? Millennials are also known as the shouting types, in case you don't know that. They are also known as the restless types. So when I said that either you raise your hand or you do not raise your hand, half of you should have already raised your hands. Doesn't matter, there I, durust I. Rapid fire 1. How many of you have assistants who are elder to you? How many of you have assistants in your organization who are elder to you? अच्छा चलो 4 लोगों ने हाथ खड़ा किया. These many people will have to reply. Come to this point here. This one. ना जीप क्यों निकालते हो भैया? Come to him. You can reply just one word or max one sentence. ठीक है. Have you been accepted by your subordinate who is elder to you in age?
Yes.
Very nice. How?
So it's going into understanding him, be empathetical, what is his interest, and then guide him according to your thoughts.
My God, कहाँ से HR पढ़ा आपने?
So Madras School of Social Work MSW.
I thought it's my own school of social work because they come out with all kind of fundas. But was it really that?
Yes.
Okay, great. It's just in a lighter vein, so nothing personal. Somebody from this side also raised his or her hand. Was it his or was it her? Now don't look at each other, for God's sake. At least I know who all had raised their hands. There he is. Oh, he already was. Okay, you can be ease again. Mic will tell that. This is the generation whose voice should never be silenced. Mic wale bhaiya. Boss, मेरे generation से है तो technologically challenged.
Yeah, it is actually I was having someone who was age-wise very senior to me, and I could gain his respect because as a person I was always giving him the respect. When it comes to work, then of course I was demanding, but as a person I made it a point not to hurt him anyways by showing disrespect to his age. So that was the key. I could gain his respect.
Great. Rapid fire 2. गौर से सुनिएगा, ठीक है? और हाथ खड़ा करिएगा, आप पे कोई आपत्ति नहीं आएगी, ठीक है? Rapid fire 2. How many of you felt कि ये मेरे से बड़ी उम्र वाला है और मेरा सबऑर्डिनेट है, इसको मैं कैसे सुपरवाइज करूँगा? How many of you felt like that? Just one girl. 2 of them. Just 2 of them. नहीं पूछूंगा आपसे, वो माइक वाले को नहीं भेजूंगा आपके पास. In case you have felt, please raise your hand. हाँ, 2 लोगों का तो हो गया. Go to this man here. Here. This one. अच्छा, हाथ ऊपर. अच्छा, oh, we also have a girl and a boy. So these 3 people, these 3 rows, 1, 2 and 3 rows. You are outsmarted by this row. नहीं, ऐसा कुछ जलाने वाला बात नहीं है, बताइए. Tell me, what did you feel?
When I joined my present organization, the person who is elder than me, he was already working there. So during my orientation, I was a little bit tense that how I will manage it. But I made him my friend over a period of time. That is the thing. And that person, what he mentioned, that I never disrespected him due to the hierarchy.
No, he did not mention like that.
So I always treated him with respect, and I became friend with him. That is
Great. Now an extension to this question. This is a fit case of reverse mentoring. Now tell me, how many of you felt कि ये मेरा junior, because he has spent more years in the organization, because he is elder to me, मुझे क्या सिखा सकता है? Be frank about it. How many of you felt that way? Good. One. How many of you felt that way? Be honest to yourself, not to me, to your own self. Most of us feel like that. That I am a master's from a premium institute. I am able to communicate well in English. Was picked up from the campus. How, for God's sake, how can a person who simply because has spent more years in the organization is elder to me in age, but my subordinate, teach me? Do we have this feeling? Yes or no? And now I see some more hands going up. That precisely is reverse mentoring. The day you begin to accept that somebody who is not as equal as you, doesn't matter whether in terms of age, qualification, experience or the circumstances, has something to give back to you which is of relevance, you start giving. Till such time you feel real and proper reverse mentoring won't happen, till such time you feel that there is nothing in it for me, that the other side is not equal to me, that the other side is less than equal to me, you do not actually get mentored properly. And reverse mentoring is not only you teaching the other or the less privileged one. Reverse mentoring also means learning something from the less privileged one. How many of you learned driving from a driving school? How many of you learned driving from driving school? But did you check the qualification of the driver? Who was teaching you? Did you check whether he had an MBA in driving? Did you check that? Did you check that how many years he has been a driver? He surely would have mentioned you. He would have mentioned to you with lot of pride कि मेरे पास बच्चियों से लेकर के आंटियों से लेकर के दादी अम्मा सीख के गई है ड्राइव कैसे करना है. Reverse mentoring takes place in such circumstances. Rapid fire to this 4. If a situation, each one of you have to answer. If a situation arises, अच्छा स्कूल में 5 सितंबर को क्या हुआ करता था? हेलो, टीचर्स डे हुआ करता था. टीचर्स डे को 6th स्टैंडर्ड में पढ़ती हुई लड़की ने आप में से जो भी लड़की 6th स्टैंडर्ड में पढ़ती होगी, जैसे तैसे करके वो ओढ़नी की साड़ी बना करके टीचर बन के गई थी स्कूल में. यस और नो? अभी आप बड़े दिख रहे हैं, लेकिन जब बच्चे थे तो वो पेंटेड मूंछ के साथ गए थे टीचर्स डे को बिकॉज टीचर बनना था. यस और नो? So the question to this 4, rapid fire 3 or rapid fire 4 is that if for a day you all have to get into the shoes of head HR of your respective organizations, what will you do? Each one of you. You can start from here. ये जो झिझक देख रहे हो ना, ये ड्रीम हर इंसान की होती है कि इसी कुर्सी में जाकर के मुझे बैठना है. अचानक से अगर बता दिया जाए कि आइए बैठिए, एक काम कर तू पहले जाकर. हो रहा है ना? हेलो मिलेनियल्स, हाँ बताइए.
So if I am head HR of my company, so basically more of social point of view से हम जो बोलेंगे interaction नहीं करते हैं, but from a senior point of view, they don't see like social branding, social interaction is also very important. So branding not only marketing point of view से HR point of view से भी होता है. So from that point of view, I would be more into social for company.
Brilliant. Hold on. Volunteers, please. Volunteers, come to the baby boomers. ये हिरेन भाई के पास आ जाइए। हिरेन भाई है और फिर ये हमारे परेश भाई उनके पास आ जाइए। देखिए सिर्फ इनको ऐसा होता है, ऐसा नहीं है, यहाँ पे भी होता है। अच्छा, ये लोगों का ये मानना है कि अदर देन सोशलाइजिंग आप करते ही क्या है?
Yeah, I agree with you.
He is head HR and he feels that other than socializing you hardly do anything. And what you feel is that I hardly get time to socialize.
Because we are involved in more than one activity, it's not just job. We want more than job. Right now, like if we talk about like this networking, if we talk about gymming, if we want swimming, like we are involved in 10 activities, not only like, yeah, if you are talking about one-on-one interaction, social with the relatives, yeah, that we might not be that much involved. But yeah, if we talk about socializing on internet, through internet, that we are more involved than our superiors.
Come again on. You want time for gymming, then
Gymming, swimming,
then
apart from job, then this studies, if you are studying.
brilliant. The baby boomers feel that she needs time out for gymming so that she can socialize. She needs time out for what else?
Swimming.
Swimming so that she can socialize. She needs time for studying so that she can again go back to Instagram. So what she probably need is time, not for gymming. Time, socializing. Time, socializing. Time, socializing. That is what he feels. Hiren bhai, who is a baby boomer?
एक्चुअली ऐसा नहीं होता है कि जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में जो काम करते हैं उनके लिए अलग अलग पर्सपेक्टिव होते हैं। तो सोशलाइजेशन तो सब जगह होता ही है, सब जगह को टाइम मिलता ही है, ऐसा नहीं है कि नहीं मिलता है, लेकिन टाइम आप कैसे यूज़ करते हैं उसके ऊपर बहुत डिपेंड करता है। कल हम लोग सब बोलते हैं कि चलो हम बोल रहे हैं साथ, तो हम लोग देखते हैं कि जो यंग है दे आर मोस्टली इन्वॉल्विंग मोबाइल्स ओनली, तो मोबाइल पर ही होते हैं। मोबाइल में पता नहीं क्या करते हैं वो तो पता नहीं, लेकिन जब भी देखो तब मोबाइल में ही होते हैं।
So the biggest problem of a baby boomer is to find out आप करते क्या?
Right.
मोबाइल पे करते क्या?
Another thing what I feel कि हम कुछ भी करते हो काम हो जाता है ना, हमें मतलब उससे we want so just like
yeah.
So we want autonomy and अगर 4 क्वेश्चन हमसे हेड HR ना पूछे तो I think attraction और retention of millennial possible है। कौन से 4 क्वेश्चन? What we do, where we do, how we do and with whom we do. बस
There is a fifth. Why you do? I never wanted to be partial, but Ajay, it's your privilege. Your privilege. No. I was wondering about those 4 Ys, Ws, so I got the answer to it. Yes, Vijay, your turn. A day as head HR of your organization.
The things not rightly, but then it was the other side perspective towards the social media and so on. Maybe that is a way of looking at the things, and the social media has emerged a biggest platform not only for the individual but to the organization also to showcase their business, showcase what they are doing, and what we call is an employer or say branding. So if people are active or say they are using that platform, maybe Facebook or Instagram, that is something different, but for that matter LinkedIn or such social media, I think that is creating more brand image for the organization. And yes, as a head HR, what as an individual can do is in terms of
of your organization for a day? Good. So all seniors, your jobs are intact. Yeah. Okay. Can all seniors in this crowd raise their hands? I am sure that no woman would raise her hand. All seniors, can you please raise your hand, because I have a rapid fire for you. I have a rapid fire for you. The volunteers, can you please identify the seniors who have raised their hands? Because you will have to go to them. You will have to go to them. One in each, I think one in each row. One in each row. Yeah, dear seniors, can you please identify yourself? This round is for you. If you were given an opportunity to start your life all over again, which is that one thing you would expect your boss to give you? If you were to start your life all over again, means if you were a first timer in an organization, beginning your tenure in an organization, which is that one thing you would like your boss to do for you? You can start from there. Anyone? Yeah. Each row one person.
Hello. With freedom and autonomy.
Sorry?
With freedom and autonomy.
You would prefer freedom and autonomy. Okay. Okay. You people can hold on to that, freedom and autonomy, so that my next connecting question would be on that. There is a man on the other side. Yeah. She. This one. Yeah. She raised her hand. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I would prefer to be given freedom to design the organization and to select the right kind of people.
Freedom and autonomy, same thing what the gentleman here mentioned. I find Bharat Bhai with loads of experience that you possess, please. Mic hello, Bharat Bhai.
Finished the company where I worked for about 17 years. Somewhere I began for this company working in the year 1980s and got there in 1997. So your question is, if I were to reborn and redo this work, start again, what I would really look forward to happen with me. Friends, my boss was a terror, a real terror. If he used to pass by, and even I am from HR, even engineers used to run away and hide from him. I were to be reborn and work start again, I would love a boss who would really nurture me, who would call me, teach me, mentor me, and guide me.
Brilliant. Last one from here. Who all had raised their hands? This side, one senior, anyone senior? Any other senior? He already had his... अरे आप सिलेक्ट कर लीजिए ना, और मेरे तो पेंटेड हेयर है आप, लेकिन ग्रे हेयर से देख लीजिए.
First of all, thanks for watching. And if I will restart my career, then I see my boss is giving a very good opportunity to perform in organization. Because in nowadays, boss are always hesitating that we have to give this responsibility to these people or not. This is a major problem. So to give opportunity to youngsters, all youngsters with that kind of opportunities. Thank you.
Brilliant, brilliant. A big round of applause for all the seniors. Seniors की परेशानी ये है कि अप्रिसिएशन और अप्लॉज ये भी चाहते हैं, बेचारे बोलते हैं. वो बात जो जुबान पर ये लोग ला देते हैं, ये ला नहीं सकते. Why? Two of them said autonomy. कभी मिली ही नहीं. Another one said terror. When he said terror, all of a sudden I went into my domestic setting. Hello. Domestic setting is family members. I am sure it was not that terror that in your subconscious mind you had, Bharat Bhai. It took a senior to guide what I am saying. It took a co-passenger to guide what I am saying. And the gentleman here said that I wish I would have been mentored well, I would have been coached well. Now, each one of you, this is the last rapid fire for you. What they say has happened with you or has not happened with you? Each one of you. They said, two of them said there was no freedom, no autonomy. The third one said that he was terrorized by his boss. The person here also said, I wish I was coached properly, I was mentored properly. Now whether this has happened with you or not happened with you? Yeah, good. Mic चला लीजिए. हाँ.
I had experience of all these three kinds. In my first organization, my boss was a terror. Not to teach anything. In fact, people used to say, दोनों के बीच में 36 का आंकड़ा है और ये प्रेक्षा मैडम सर के छाती पर मूल डलती है. This is what the words I used to heard from my other colleagues. In other organization, my boss never mentored me. In fact, if in a 3 months, if I want reporting, he will never recognize that whether I am there in office or not. So, no mentoring, no teaching, no guiding, nothing. And in my current organization, where I am reporting to my MD, he is a great mentor. He has given me a freedom to do my task, whatever I want to do with my own thoughts, my learnings, whatever, and I can implement. So I have all these three experiences, sir. And the benefit is that the boss who was the terror for me, he increased my patience level. And of course, he ignited me to learn new things because he was restricting me all the time. I was not being given any freedom. So that restrictions ignited me to learn lot many new things. The other boss who never mentored me, just I was open in the plant and whatever I am supposed to do, I have to do, no guidance. Even being a HR person, I was not provided any HR policies. If somebody is coming for the leave, then I was not aware of the leave policies even. So this was the situation, and this situation gave a birth of एकलव्य within me. तो उस वक्त मुझे समझ में आया कि एकलव्य क्या है. तो एकलव्य वो है कि जो खुद से स्टडी करता है और वो हमेशा अर्जुन से होशियार होता है.
बहुत अच्छे, बहुत अच्छे. What is your name, ma'am? Preksha. So Bharat bhai and Preksha, a few lines on terror. जिंदगी में कभी-कभी ये हुनर भी आजमाना चाहिए. जंग जब अपने सो हो, हार जाना चाहिए.
I've also seen a few bosses who were terror, past few bosses.
Please note, she said pass.
So there was a time when we were said, "जो चले आ रहा है चलने दो," something which is very much we are not okay with. We want that why ये चल रहा है ऐसा तो क्यों? So that's something which is very essential. But again, I completely agree. Even I learned a lot of patience, and there's a lot of learning that way also. And the another thing what I learned was, again as you said, I started learning a lot of things myself, because when you don't get something from ऊपर, then you start learning कि खुद ही knowledge बढ़ाने का लगता है. So that's something which we learn. And of course, then I also have a boss who gives us a lot of autonomy, and who is open to receiving ideas and implementing. And so implementing whatever we want to do. So something I think which is again very essential is volunteering, something which we want to see as a sense of purpose. That's also that autonomy is important, and I've learned that also. Thank you.
The other one.
So yeah, even I faced both kind of bosses, like the terror one and the good one. So as far as terror one is concerned, if we talk about our generation, we don't tolerate lot. If you say we won't be in the job for coming years, if you say, if we talk about Bharat sir already told, he has been in the job for 17 years. But if you talk about like me, I won't be able to tolerate or I won't be able to be in that organization for that long if my boss would have been that terror. So from our generation point of view, we would prefer to quit and rather search another job. That's what I feel.
Vijayendra?
As shared by fellow colleagues, I think I even had all sort of experiences, and rather I would say the past experiences very harsh learning lessons which became for me, and it made me to learn by myself. It also helped me to rather, as rightly some said, you need to empathize at times that why they are like that. So at some point of time, I started doing that. But बोलते हैं ना कि पेशेंस नहीं होता इतना कि इतना भी कौन अच्छे से सोच सकता है. So that way. And what is going at present with me is I am also able to guide my current boss or the mentor whatever have happened in the organization earlier, or are able to tell what is the organizational practices and processes which he may not be knowing or aware. So that is what my experience.
So the sum and substance is that we have only aged, things have not changed. Bosses never gave autonomy 30 years ago, and they are true to their ancestors. They don't give autonomy today also. Bosses were terrors 30 years ago, and they have lived up to their ancestors. They are terrors today also. But then the underlying message to each of the young generation members in here is, before I finally request Ajay for his concluding remarks, he has a flight to catch, and it's really great of him to still stay back, because he'll take another 20-25 minutes to reach the airport. Thank you, Ajay, for that. A big round of applause for Ajay. The underlying message to each one of you is, Gujarati mein chalse ne bhai? हाँ हाँ
हाँ हेलो તમારા બોસીસ જ્યારે તમને તક આપે ત્યારે જ કોઈ તેંડુલકર કે વિરાટ કોહલી અને મારી લાઈફમાં ત્રણ બોસ મારા રહ્યા. પહેલા મિસ્ટર રાજેશ દેસાઈ, nowadays he is head of Certificate Limited, has given me a lot of opportunities. Then I went in a new starting organization, Hamani Organic and Chemical Private Limited. It was a greenfield project. We have worked over there for 2 years. That MD, he was so cooperative, Mr. Unakar and Mr. Anand Patel. Okay. And then I went under Mr. Vijay Patel, JD Group of Companies. Vijay Patel was such a nice friend. He was teaching me lot, and he has given me a lot of opportunity, because I am coming from a family of farmers. My father is farmer. So he has given me a lot of opportunities. And one my ex-boss is sitting with me, Mr. Vijay, and he has also given me a lot of opportunities.
Sir, I'd like to have you.
That is why I am here. Thank you.
Thank you. मुश्किलें, परेशानियाँ, दिक्कतें कल भी थी, आज भी है, परसों भी रहेगी. So you need some weapon to deal with this. And that weapon I'll describe, I'll give you the prescription, I'll give you the pill in 2 lines in Gujarati. बराबर છે ભાઈ? તું એમ ન સમજીશ કે હું રોઈ લઈશ. તું એમ ન સમજીશ કે હું રોઈ લઈશ. ઓ જિંદગી, હું તને પણ જોઈ લઈશ. Have this kind of confidence, have this kind of mindset, and no problems are problems. Problems are actually opportunities in the guise of problems. They are all opportunities. Ajay, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for considering me as your co-host. Over to you for your concluding remarks.
First of all, thank you. Thanks to all of you. A big round of applause for you. Fantastic. And thanks to all of you for fantastic participation. A very quick thread. I'm not going to repeat what you all have shared here, but what I could see is that together we learned a lot. Together we learned, and thanks that goes to you, of a transgeneration management of HR. In this room we have people who are sitting, people who are ahead of me, and people with me, and people who are going to be leaders of tomorrow. And all of us very clearly find out that the challenges of managing workforce will continue to remain. The good news is that the profession of HR also is going to remain. So that's good news for all of us, correct? B. Each of us during our time have kept on doing innovations in HR practices to see to it that we keep on making so that we are able to deliver products and services for our client group as the generation in which we are and generation in which we need to be. So there is a lot of common messages we got. People of this generation are frustrated, we are frustrated, right? There is a lot of similarity. I think that's the advantage of this particular profession. This profession has been there for centuries, and in some of my sessions I had said that this particular profession will remain for centuries to come. Even with digital automation, whatever disruption is going to happen, we need people who understand people, and that's our job. I'll begin with what Swamiji said today morning. There has to be a physical, fundamental emotional connect, a fundamental truthfulness in what we believe in our profession, being honest to our work, being honest to our colleagues, being honest to our profession, and being honest to the organization for which we work. I think that's what we need to have in HR professional, whether we are dealing with baby boomers or Generation Y or Generation Z. Even the younger workforce and younger Generation Z like and respect. If they are respected, they are given the autonomy, and they also are being treated with respect. So it's mutual, respect is mutual. I think we as senior professionals should start respecting the younger workforce, and I'm sure the younger workforce will keep on respecting us. With that, I'm actually running out of this door because my flight is leaving at 5:10, and I'm right now at here at the airport. Here and there. So thank you very much, and thanks to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Sandeep, sir, we are yet to give the momentum to you. So I please welcome sir on the stage, and I request Mr. Prahlad Joshi to give the momentum to Mr. Sandeep Purohit.
फोटो लगाया एक फोटो आएगा बैकग्राउंड में हाँ वेरी गुड
And also the statue.
statue
So I would like to call upon Mr. Siddharth Panyar, the editor, Sandesh Limited, and I would really thank him for always supporting us. Nishant sir, will you please give momentum to sir? Now I would like to call upon Mr. Vikas Agrawal from Share Pro, our technological partner, to share a few words.
Good evening all. My voice is not much good now due to this weather, but I'd like to thank SHRP for making us a technology partner with our HR Sammelan. Can you show the website please? We try to bring technology with HR. We have made this website for SHRP. All the registrations have been done through this website, so we can get a better experience for doing any registration. Maybe you got a ticket on your email, barcode sticker which you get in a movie, so we can give you a better experience. We can give you a better experience for attending an HR event ever happened in Baroda. Also, we have integrated this with the job portal, which has got different features through SharePro. Can you please show that video? So here you can invite, it's all integrated on SHRP's website. These are different jobs which are already posted. You can directly schedule interview for multiple candidates at the same time. You can see the feedbacks which is given by you earlier. You can schedule hundreds of candidates at the same time. You need no need to call any one of them. And will automatically be seen if they have scheduled it, rescheduled it, or if they have confirmed the interview slot. You can directly join the interview just by clicking one button. You don't have to call that person. And also you can select the candidate from here. You can edit skills required. You can, once you have selected the candidate, this candidate will be visible to the next round of interviewers also. You can invite your manager. After HR round, you can invite your manager or any other technical person who will conduct the interview. The process will be same. The HR doesn't have to coordinate in between. Everything will be done with the platform only. It's a timeline where HR can do all those things. This is your own database where everything can be managed on the website only of SHRP. These are all people who have applied for their jobs earlier. You can really schedule them for any next job which you have. And thanks a lot for making SHRP's event, HR Sammelan, a good one. Thanks SHRP, thanks Ishant Bhai, thanks Hiren Bhai, and thanks Rashid Bhai.
Now I would like to call upon Mr. Bharat Darji, ex-GM from Netafilm, and I request Mr. Hiren Shah to come upon and give a bouquet to sir. Sir, please welcome. But sir, you have always been an active member and you have always participated in all the events and always supported us. That's no less. Now it's time to thank our sponsors. So I would like to call upon Mr. Prahlad Joshi from Crown HR Services, and I thank him for always supporting us. I would request Mr. Nishant Pandya to give a memento and gift hamper to sir. Now we would like to thank Gift Vision, and I would like to call upon somebody from Gift Vision. I request Mr. Deep Parmar to give the memento and gift to sir. Now we thank CP Tours and Travels, and I would request Ms. Tejashree Nepure to just give a bouquet and the gift hamper to sir. We also thank Hotel Orbit. If we have somebody from Hotel Orbit. I request Mr. Pavan to give the memento and also give.
Good evening, friends. I am coming from Baroda. I have started my owner two new properties. First is a Hotel Orbit and second is a Lee Grand. It is both one property is in Baroda and second property is in Surat. And Baroda property is a 35 rooms and one banquet hall. And Surat property is a 24 rooms and one banquet hall. And thank you.
So it's time to thank our event partner, Bright Entertainments, and I would like to request Mr. Gaurav Shah to give the memento and Vasu gift. And Meet Pathak as well. I would like to invite you. And last but not the least, the Fern Residency. I would like to have somebody from the Fern Residency. Okay. And I request Mr. Nihar Shah to give the memento and gift. Now we would also like to thank Mr. Jigar Shah, like DGM Transfix Limited, and I would like to invite Mr. Nishant Pandya to just do a bouquet to sir. We thank you for always supporting us, sir. We would also like to have Mr. Bhavin Shah on the stage. Sir, thank you so much for always being an active member and participating in all the events. I request Mr. Gaurav Shah to participate, sir. So, last but not the least, the committee members, because of whom we could do this event today, the one who have literally worked day and night to make this event successful. We would like to felicitate all our committee members, and I would start with Gaurav Shah. Gaurav, please welcome. I would request Mr. Nishant Pandya, Hiren Shah, Purohit sir, and Mr. Prahlad Joshi. And Ashish sir as well, please, if you can. Mr. Pawan Kshatriya. Next. गिफ्ट नहीं चाहिए गौरव मिस्टर पवन क्षत्रिय मिस्टर आकाश घोष मिस्टर मेहुल जेठवा Mr. Mayur Dole. Mr. Mayur. Mr. Bhavin Shah. Being a committee member as well. Ms. Tejashree.
आप ही दो फ्लैश नहीं सेल है
Mr. Deep Parmar. Mr. Deep Parmar. Yogendra Yadav. Sanjeev Sajan. Mr. Nihar Pandya. Sorry, Nihar Shah. Nihar. Mr. Ritesh Parmar. Mr. Vikas Agarwal. Ms. Ayushi Joshi. Mr. Shivam Yadav. Mr. Tejas Patel. Tejas. Mr. Kedar Chauhan. Dinesh Badia. Mr. Ronak Patel. Mr. Vikas Kiradkar. Ms. Prutali Parak. Ms. Neelam Rawat. Mr. Hardik Patel. Ms. Siddhi Shah. Mr. Pramnesh Raj. Ms. Jyoti Makwana. Jyoti Makwana. Okay. Ms. Siddhi Shah, so she has come. Ms. Vaishnavi Barod. And last but not the least, the anchor, that is me.
Correct usage is not last but not the least, it is last but the longest.
So the one who has always supported us, who has been the strongest pillar for SHRP and who will always stand with us, and we are very sure about it. Sir, we would like to request you, Crown HR Services, Mr. Prahlad Joshi. Yeah, sir. This is fine. So we would like to have Mr. Bharat Arji to give the vote of thanks.
Hello. Thank you, Nishan Pandya, Hiren sir, and Ashish sir for always supporting us. Okay, thank you very much.
I won't hold you more than a minute because since morning we have been thanking, as you have been seeing, no? And appreciating people, facilitating them. You have heard people right from the beginning, Swamiji and Gnaniji and everybody. I don't think there is any fun in repeating what these great people say. Friends, thank you for your support for coming here. And we on behalf of SHRP wish you all the best of time. Thank you.
And just that there will be a link in the group for the feedback, so we would request everyone to fill. Okay, so thank you everyone for attending the session today. We are grateful. Thank you.